Hello there, viewers. Good day to you guys. Welcome back to the channel. Glad you guys are here. This is going to be an interesting one, I think. We've got this 2002 Chevrolet Silverado out here. It's a 3500. It's the LB7 diesel, and it was towed in over the weekend. We found it here this morning. I guess it was towed in off a tow truck, and the customer states that it blew all of the engine oil out of the engine while driving. And I can confirm that because we checked the dipstick and it had no oil on the dipstick. I've got a bunch of quarts of rando oil hanging out around here. We got some Napa, some Kirkland, some Shell. Got two flavors of Shell Rotello over here, the T6 and the T4. Threw some oil in there and started the thing up, and it seems to have survived the oil out event. But we're here to find out what happened to all the engine oil. And I know it left somewhere because out back over here, there's oil all over the bumper. A bunch of it right here pooling up. Look at that, oil, engine oil everywhere. It's all back here, back of the truck here, underneath. It's all over this brand new exhaust we just put on the other day. That's right, this exhaust is about 3 days old, and now it's covered in Crustomatic, nasty engine oil. There's a bunch of it over here on the side. Yeah, look at that. Fire up some illuminators. Covered in engine oil everywhere. The whole bottom of the vehicle. It's just covered in the sludge and the schmoo and the yuck and the nasty. So, ooh, that's oily on me right there. We're gonna nose this thing in over there in that middle stall and see if we can't see what's going on with this motor. I think it's dead. It should not have blown out oil, and it's not leaking everywhere. Let's start it up. Whoa, did you hear that? I heard some knock-knocking action. Restart. Okay, well, it didn't do that knocking thing on the second time around. It's got engine oil pressure. You can see we got about 26, 28 PSI, something in that zone. Yeah, it's got oil pressure. Looking down, we're not seeing anything pouring out of the unit yet. It's very odd. Let's, I'm gonna let it run, kind of come up to temp some. Maybe it's temperature dependent. Let's get this stuff out of the way real quick. There's good, I think. Parks the auto. Let's go check for leakages. Oh, by the way, you guys, let me know in the comment section. I've replaced my GoPro. Replaced my GoPro camera with a different camera. I've got a DJI camera now, and I'm curious to see what you guys think about the audio and the video on this other camera. I've been looking for a replacement camera setup for quite some time now, and I think this one's gonna do it. What I'm trying to avoid are those audio issues that I've been running into for like a year. Every now and then I'll lose an entire day's worth of footage because the audio craps out on it, and then we have a bunch of video but no audio. So I got another camera. We're gonna try this and see if we have better picture and audio in our videos moving forward. Let me know, please, in the comment section down below what you think about the audio visuals of this current production as it sits right now. And don't forget to engage that like button while you're down there. Thank you. All right, Jeepers Creepers. I see some engine oil. There it is, there's some. Let's go see what's going on here. Going in. Let's see. Why is that brown? above the water pump. All right. So we have dark brown looking oil or something at the water pump. This doesn't make any sense. Oil in there. That's not good. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's spewing oil out of the cap. That spewed a bunch out over that cap right there. There's a bunch of crankcase pressure. Oh no. There is oil in the coolant. Discolored looking oil coming out at the bottom. And you guys saw that blow by. This isn't looking good. So that exhaust you guys just saw, we just put that on the other day. This is a $10,000 comeback. I need a helpy helper. Hang on. Let's go get Lauren. My dear.
Yes.
Will you come and help us?
Of course.
I need you to hop in this truck for me real quick, please. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Much appreciated.
Oh, I like your flashlight.
You like it? It's new.
Is it?
It is.
What kind?
I'll tell you later. It's an O-Light. What I need you to do, you like my O-Light?
I do like your
I'm an O-Light dealer. I'm an O-Light dealer now. Do you know that?
Oh.
We've become O-Light dealers. I don't tell her anything. Yeah. She just shook her head. We caught you. Anyway, what I want you to do, use the accelerator pedal on this thing, please, over there with your foot. And you're gonna idle this thing up like 1200 RPM to 1400, please. Just give it some throttle. I wanna look at it. We're gonna go back down here. Go ahead, idle it up. Hey, Lauren, over here on the ground, look at me. Step it up to 1400. 14. There it is. Let it down. Whoa, whoa, all done, all done, all done. Hey, shut it off. There it is. Did you see that? Started spewing right out of that crankcase vent tube right there. See that? That was gnarly. Well, I found out how it's puking out all the oil, I guess. It's coming out of the crankcase breather. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Where's that tube come up at? It's right there. You guys see it right between those two ribs on the belt. Yeah. Where does it go? I can't see where that tube runs off to. I think it comes behind here and it goes up into where the crankcase breathers. Yeah, there's one of the breathers right there. I think that's spewing it out through the crankcase. It's a similar effect as what we saw right here when it was spewing the oil out through the oil fill. This just runs down into the front cover. And a drain, every time you refill it, it just pours into the cover and then it makes its way into the pan. This thing's got a blown up head gasket. Yeah, it's got a blown up head gasket. It really is a $10,000 failure. Oh man, yeah, it's like a 38-hour job to do head gaskets on this. We've got to pull the cab off, take all this business off of here, pull the cylinder heads off, front cover's got to come off. Needs a motor. Hey Lauren, can I buy?
I have to make the phone call?
Yeah, you do. Can I buy a truck?
As long as I can drive it.
You want to drive this one?
I do.
I might. Well, yeah. I don't.
Matching wheelies.
Yeah. Well, this one's dead, and I don't know why I just thought I should buy a truck. This one's dead though. Yeah, it's gonna need an engine or cylinder heads off. But 300K. You guys know how I feel about 300,000 mile cylinder head jobs. Yeah, we might want to have to put an engine in this. Let's go look up a few things and I'll build an estimate real quick and see where the damage is going to lie on this thing. This isn't good. Honey, it's dead. Look what it did. Look. It shot all that out of the bottom of it.
Yeah.
It happened all fast. I actually caught it on camera. It happened fast, all at once, just everywhere.
What is that? Oil?
That is oil mixed with coolant, is what that is.
Oh.
I don't know about that other brown stuff over there. That's a whole different fluid.
Way over there?
Yeah, there's two fluids. There's that brown one on the right and then the engine oil on the left. There's two completely different fluids. This one's dripping and leaking, and it looks like it's coming out near the water pump or something like that. I wonder if the water pump died. No, there's no oil in there. There's no oil at the water pump. Is there? No, not a chance. So oil is mixing in with coolant somewhere, and wherever it's happening, probably head gasket, wherever it's happening, it's not an easy fix. All right, real quick, coming out here to the storage unit, I have another Duramax out here. There's one. Here is an LBZ Duramax. Oh, here, this is cool. Since we were talking about flashlights, I'll show you guys something. Close the door, get some darkness going in here. I'll show you this awesome new flashing light. Surface of the sun mode. I believe it's like a 4,000 lumen light. Wow, it's warm in here. Anyway, I came in here because I wanted to see where that vent tube goes. We saw the vent tube on the engine hanging out here, but apparently that's probably connected to the PCV and the pipe runs down, or that pipe bolts on right here. See that? It's probably gonna bolt on right there. And then it runs down. So what's happening is crankcase pressure is building behind this cover. This is where the oil fill goes down into. That's the little spout we saw that was spewing out all that oil or whatever. So that's gonna bolt on here. This whole cover is exposed to the block on the inside right there. There's our oil pan right there. So yeah, it looks like the thing's building excessive crankcase pressure and then blowing the oil out through that tube. That's what's going on here. So we have a blown up head gasket. We're getting crankcase pressure from combustion gases going through at the head and head gasket area. So that engine needs a tear down. We need to pull the heads off of it, or I don't know, 280,000 miles. Probably more cost effective to put a used motor in it. Okay, not that one. Can't have that one. That's an LB7, or I'm sorry, an LBZ. And the heads are different because the fuel injection system is different. Yeah, that's good enough. Yes, I already thought of the idea of putting that engine in this truck over here, but that's the one that came out of my truck, and it is the next generation. That's the LBZ, so it will not be compatible with this one. And I don't even know if the swap's ever been made, and I would not dare attempt to do such things. No. Okay, so while Lauren's in there building starting an estimate on this thing, I'm gonna take a quick minute to thank this video's sponsor, which is me at the Rain Man Merchandising Company. As you guys may have well known, I kind of went off on my own regarding merchandise and branded sponsored products and things of that nature. Reason being is I get a lot of offers from companies where they want me to promote their products, and they basically say, hey, we'll give you a free X whatever this is, as long as you make some videos about it. And I say, no, I can't really do that because number one, that's me being a shill. I'm accepting free things in order for you guys to sell things. And number two, the proportions of sales versus reward is, it's got an incredible differential. For example, if a company gives me a scan tool, and let's say it's a $1,000 scan tool retail price, it costs that company probably like $200 to make the thing and then $25 to ship it to me. So they're in it for, call it $250 tops, right? Well, if I do a sponsored video on that product and let's say 1,000 people go and buy it, you know, it generates returns in the hundreds of thousands of dollars potentially. And what I got on my end of it was, you know, a free tool, which, I mean, free is fine, but it's not proportionate. So what I had done in order to streamline things and to not give away disproportionate amounts of revenue is I formed the Rain Man Merchandising Company. It actually all started from t-shirt sales. See, once upon a time I was using the YouTube supported platform, which is like Spring or Spreadshop or one of those. I was using a different platform, and they were drop shipping the prints on the t-shirts. Well, what we found out is that the quality of the t-shirt was subpar and the quality of the print was subpar at best. So you'd wash one of my shirts and then all the logos and stuff would flake off of it after 1 or 2 washes and the thing was junk. And that's not a good way to spend people's money. And I didn't appreciate that. So we went off on our own and sourced our own printers, and then we sourced our own shipment centers. And basically I've built a company around providing top quality merchandise. Problem is t-shirts was not paying the bill alone. So we added in other things that I felt that the YouTube audience would appreciate, like tools and shop supplies and things of that nature. On my quest to fill the store, we have become dealers of certain types of products. Rather than accepting free merchandise in exchange for payments, we are now just purchasing the merchandise, warehousing it, and then reselling it. So I've become a retailer, so to speak. And the latest addition to the channel has been Olight. We are now an Olight dealer. I have purchased 3 different skids full of these things. We've got the handy dandy Seeker 4. This is the one that I keep in my pocket holster right over here. The cool thing about Olights is they utilize this magnet charging type of system where the chargers just have a little puck that sticks onto that magnetically, and that creates the contact for charging. This particular light has the charger built into the holster, and then you have to plug it in with a USB at the end of the day. But the others, they are USB equipped all by themselves. So we got the big boy light, we've got the little pocket miniature light. Here, let's set that down. This is the Econo version. Hangs out in your shirt pocket. Gravity. They're not immune to gravity. Not a super bright illuminator. Here, I'll take you over to the dark, you can see. It's not super bright, but it's great for in the pocket for quick references. We'll go in the bathroom. I'll show you the lights in the bathrooms. There we go. So here's the little baby light. And then we'll turn that one off and I'll bust out the big boy and then fire up the lumens. I think the camera's dulling the light, but you guys get the point. They're super bright. And the other one, I'll show you the other one real quick. That one's more of a technician tool rather than a flashlight. Let me unbox it and we'll show you what the dealio is. So this unit right here, this is, looks like called the Arc Field Pro. It's got 3 functions on it. There's an ultraviolet light. That's for detecting things that are UV reactive. I don't think I have any UV dye in here, but you can see it's a little darker in color. Not a white light. It's for checking out UV light and things of that nature. It's got a little laser pointer on it. And then it also has a flashlight feature, but the flashlight is not super bright. It's just for, you know, looking at small, dimly lit areas. It's not a cascading type of light. This is more of a, call it a laser light and a UV light feature. But we have all 3 of these models for sale in the Rain Man Merchandising Company, and that will end my moment of shameless self-promotion. Thank you guys for watching this commercial. So listen, I usually don't do this on the internet, but I'm gonna show you how much this kind of stuff costs. No getting mad at me over labor rates and prices and all that nonsense. There's cost of doing business, and there's a certain reality to that. So when you guys look at this work order, there's no about it. These are real life actual numbers, and they are competitive numbers, okay? Just keep that in mind, please. Okay, so up top, I'm hiding some sensitive personalized information. We've got a labor line on here: diagnose, check engine or other light, blah, blah, diagnose. Yeah, I mean, that's just verbiages. Perform initial diagnostic. I didn't charge any money for that. Remove and replace engine assembly, long block with air conditioning. It calls for 32.5 hours. At $214 an hour diesel rate, that's $6,985.88 in labor charges. That's insane. Like, you guys remember the work I did on my truck when the cab was off. It's something similar here on this one. I called Eric at I Do Cars. Used engines, they're gonna top price at $3,800. We can get a super high mileage one for like $2,400, but with $7,000 in effort, would not behoove us to put in a cheaper model engine. Brings us down to a price point of that's not the right one. That's all extra stuff, oils and coolants and things of that nature. Price point coming down after taxes, $11,576.39. That's what's gonna cost. This is a $10,000 comeback is what we have here. Now, listen, my estimates, the way I do that is I always go on the high side of an estimate, and then as jobs progress, if things change, I can bring it down. The estimate for pulling this engine down and pulling the cylinder heads off comes out at a pretty similar labor. I think it's 38 hours to remove and replace cylinder heads. Then we're gonna have probably about $1,200 in machine shop work between the two heads, because I'll have them deck the heads and then probably do a valve job all the way around. So it's probably $1,200 for the machine shop. Then we're gonna add a pile of parts in. We're gonna do head studs, gaskets. We saw the coolant and the oil and the filters and all that stuff, but there's gonna be a lot of other parts that are gonna go into a cylinder head job, which is why I felt that pricing it as an engine was probably the best way to do it. And again, repairing this would take actual longer time, and it's going to put us at a similar price point as a used engine. So I think a used LB7 Duramax would be the right way to do it. However you want to break it down and cut it, though, I believe this is a 5-figure repair. It's very unfortunate. Well, that's why I made the joke with Lauren earlier, can I buy a truck? Because a 5-figure repair on this thing, although it's a great truck, I think that in good running condition at this mileage and in this condition, these trucks fetch about $8,000 to $10,000 or so. So the cost of the repair, once again, is reaching and or exceeding the value of the vehicle. So that's kind of a tough call to make. And situations like this, a lot of times customers do not want to re-up and basically buy the same vehicle again. But that's always a decision for them to make. So that's what we've got here. There's our evidence. It's all over the floor, all over the front of the engine, and inside of the cooling system. So I'm confident that this thing has blown up a head gasket somehow, some way, and that's why she is in need of an engine at this point. So I believe I have nothing more to offer you guys in this particular video. I'm gonna back this unit out and get it parked in the line back there, and we'll see what we're gonna do with it in the future. Until then, as always, I'd like to thank you guys for watching this video. Let me know what you think about this video, these flashlights, and this camera in the comment section down below. Please do not forget to engage that like and subscribe button one more time while you're down there. And most importantly, do not forget to have yourselves a fantastic day. See you guys later in a video, in a Chevrolet, in a LB7 Duramax, in a transmission. Yeah, you heard that knock? Yeah, she's toast. I don't want to do a head job on it. That knock was not the best. See you guys later.